go back to whether or not these months that you've played true to of not reporting, whether or not this was the time you were in the hospital. I mean, that's what I want to know. Because if this is not the time you were in the hospital, time out. You're being very dishonest and slippery with me because I asked you. My mind is a steel trap, but I wanted the court reporter to read back because maybe my mind is failing, but I highly doubt that.
An accused gun thief swears she's clean, but within minutes, this courtroom story completely unravels. What starts as a routine bond hearing suddenly turns into a brutal credibility test that could change this mother's future forever.
Ms. Rubio, I have to ask you some questions if I'm going to reinstate this bond. The questions I ask you will not be about the underlying facts of the case. Drug use. Oh, if I drug test you right now, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
Okay. All right, we'll do a drug test and then we'll come back. So counsel, we'll do a UA today. And if there are no issues with the UA, then I won't add conditions of treatment.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. So before we do that, you're saying it's going to be negative. All right. Could you UA? They'll give you a UA today. And then Mr. Sandoval will take that up. Court is calling 2023 CR 4281A, State of Texas versus Vanessa Rubio. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
For the state.
Defense.
Your Honor, good morning. Frankie Sandoval on behalf of Ms. Rubio.
Are you Ms. Rubio? Ms. Rubio, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft of a firearm? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. State is not making any recommendations on your application for deferred. Is she applying for deferred?
And Your Honor, for clarification, after the discussion with Ms. Rubio, we would respectfully request that we go forward on a regular community supervision. Your Honor, she does not wish to apply for deferred, and in the interest of justice, pending any type of evaluations that the court deems them fit, I would ask for sentencing today, Your Honor.
All right. So the state recommends community supervision. They're taking consideration night mag number 716819, grand jury number 78513, JN number 2097716. There's to be restitution to Kyle Borney, KYLEBORNE. And you ought to agree that this crime was committed as a party with Gordon and Nicholas Sarabia. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all of its attachments.
No objection, Judge.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
In the interest of justice, that would be our request, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I stand here with Ms. Rubio. As the court is aware, we had a minor issue with respect to her bond. In order for judicial efficiency and to get on with her life and begin the process of putting this behind her, she sought my direction at attempting to resolve all matters. And that's what she wanted to do today, is to accept responsibility, come forward and start the process of putting this behind her with whatever conditions the court deems appropriate, given the totality of the circumstances and the information the court learned today.
All right. Are you employed?
No.
How do you support yourself?
Currently I am not. Since I went to jail for this, I lost my job, so I'm still looking for a new one.
So when's the last time you were employed?
The beginning of June, or the middle of June, I guess. Maybe about the middle of June.
Do you have any children?
Yes, 2.
What are their ages?
She just turned 12 and 14.
Who do they live with?
They reside with both me and their dad.
Who is the father?
William Bloodworth is one of them.
I'm sorry, who?
William Bloodworth. He is the father of my daughter.
Mhm.
And my son's father is not involved. He takes that place of that.
So you're saying you're living with William Bloodworth? Yeah, but in this, it says that Nick Sarabia is your boyfriend. That's what it says in the police report.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's not okay. That's what it says in the police report.
And
So
he
who is
was-
this other person?
That is my kid's, sorry, that is my kid's father.
No, you didn't mention Nick Sarabia as being the father of
No,
any.
he's not the father of my kids.
So you said that Nick Sarabia was the children's father, but you just told me that,
I'm sorry, he is not the children's father. He was the boyfriend at the time. He is locked up right now. We have not spoken.
Mhm. And then why were you dishonest with me about your drug test?
I'm sorry. That was 7 days ago. I didn't think that it was me.
No. That should not be in your system from 7 days ago. When's the last time you used and what are you using on a regular basis?
7 days ago.
What are you using?
There was meth on 7 days ago.
No, listen to my question. What drugs are you using?
Meth.
How often are you using meth?
Last time we did it was 7 days ago. 7 days.
And what else are you using?
Nothing else.
And what is the father, Mr. Bloodworth, what is he using?
Nothing. Oh, your brother? Nothing.
I find that people,
We don't live together. We both share custody of my kids. They live with me and then they live with their dad.
okay,
We
she's,
do a joint custody.
time out. You're being very dishonest and slippery with me because I asked you, my mind is a steel trap, but I wanted the court reporter to read back because maybe my mind is failing, but I highly doubt that. You told me that your children were living with you and their father, and you said the other father he's not a part of anything. Now you're telling me, oh no, he doesn't live with me. It's on and off. You've been dishonest with me from the very beginning. You were dishonest when I asked you if you're going to be positive. You were dishonest about that. Then you were dishonest about Bloodworth. I don't even know if this is this person's real name or not. Then you were dishonest about Sarabia. At first, and later you said he was the father of your children. Now he's not the father of your children. You're just being dishonest all across the board with the court, and I don't appreciate it. And dishonesty has nothing to do with nerves. You heard my questions. My questions were very specific.
Yes.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to recall the warrant. I'm going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Is CPS involved in your life?
No.
Well, I mean, why are you saying no? Like they should be using meth and you're taking care of children. CPS should be involved in your life. So I'm going to want CPS compliance. If CPS is involved in her life, I don't know if they are or not. She's been dishonest with the court. I'm going to want the UA hotline until further notice. Intensive parenting classes. I'm going to want field visits, random, one time per month until further notice. Please check on the children. There's to be no contact with the person who she's saying may or may not be the child's father. There's to be no contact with Nicholas, Anthony, Sarabia. And that means if he's at the Bexar County Jail and he calls you and you know it's coming from the jail because they're going to ask you if you'll accept the collect call, you need to hang up because otherwise I'm going to count that as contact. And it's easy to see if that's happening because they keep a record of every phone call from the jail. Do you understand? There's to be no contact with William Clark Gordon. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Taking consideration NIBAC number 716819. And Brittany, if you could do the rejection for me on that case. 200 hours of community service restitution, those will not be waived. TAP evaluation. And once the TAP evaluation is complete, she's going to start with intensive outpatient treatment. And the court is noting for the record that she's agreed she was acting as a party with William Gordon and Nicholas Sarabia. Probation, is there anything else she needs? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Your children are depending on you to raise them, and they cannot be raised by you if you are using drugs. And the people that you bring into your children's life should be people who are not using drugs. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. The court is calling 2023 CR 4281A State versus Vanessa Rubio. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Ms. Rubio.
Are you Ms. Rubio?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and State's Motion to Supplement Pending Motion to Revoke Probation with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Are you the same Vanessa Rubio who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 4281A for the offense of theft of a firearm on August 7, 2023 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Vanessa Rubio, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
In violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Vanessa Rubio, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, and March 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And we'll waive and abandon the remainders, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Judge.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violations 4 and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 4 and 4?
Yes.
All right, the court will find violations 4 and 4 true. Is there an agreement or no?
No,
No.
Judge, it is the case we talked about that
Yes.
we need the medical.
No, I remember. I'm just trying to see if there's an agreement. All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. I did receive information that your client was in the hospital. I think the state is aware of that as well. So the real question is going to be when?
Right.
And are we saying that she was in the hospital for these months that she did not report?
She lost her sight for a while, so we need the documents to see exactly what happened so the court can consider how that may have impacted.
I mean, I'll consider it, but we go back to whether or not these months that you've pled true to of not reporting, whether or not this was the time you were in the hospital. I mean, that's what I want to know. Because if this is not the time you were in the hospital, then you're being in the hospital, that's just sort of mitigation, but it's not really an excuse for not reporting. For example, April through December 2024, if you're in the hospital for all of that time, then the court will understand, okay, she can't do things because she's in the hospital. But if you were not in the hospital for those days, then the question that I would want, and I'm giving you all this information so that I can get this type of information. The question I would want to know is where were you and why were you not reporting? And it goes the same for January, February, March 2025. Where were you if you were not in the hospital? You understand?
Mhm.
So if you were not in the hospital during those time periods, you probably need to let your attorney know because he's going to be seeking certain information to show that either probably that you were in the hospital or that you had some type of medical issue that you were overly concerned about.
Mhm.
And that's why you didn't report. But for the court, it's easy to pick up the phone to call somebody and say, hey, I'm having medical issues. So this is the type of information I'm going to want. But if that information is not there, then don't have your attorney spinning his wheels to get information that does not exist. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So does this information exist?
I believe that it's considered a factor, yes.
I'm sorry.
I believe it's considered a factor.
All right. So, and you're not an oath. So my question though is these dates where you pled true to not reporting, were you in the
I
hospital?
was not in the hospital, no, but I was seeking care for it was it was a big issue at the time. It was concerning for myself and I spent more time concerning that. I did mess up and not call and that's my fault. I pled true to that.
Okay. And so my understanding, you all don't have an agreement.
No.
And what would you be asking for?
Was just
No, I mean, if you
Oh,
were,
what would I-
if you're just, I'm just trying to figure out where we are, so I'll know.
Yeah,
What would you
yes,
be asking for?
to keep her on probation, there's ISF recommendation or whatever the court means necessary to bring the defendant in compliance and having an opportunity to continue her treatment for her eyes.
All right, and state, what would you be asking
We're
for?
asking for revocation and 2 years in the state jail.
Okay, all right, so now I know where everyone is and you know where everyone is. So how long is it gonna take for you to get the information you're seeking?
I think the jail has him. I mean, I probably can try to, she's going back and sign a HIPAA for me. And once that's done, I just contact the jail and see what they have for me.
So does the jail have this information?
Yes, because I used UT Health for all of the treatment before I was incarcerated as well. So they have access to all the records.
Okay, so then maybe if you have one of the nurses there, if she signs HIPAA, then you can have the nurse Zoom in and testify if you want to do that.
That'd be great, Judge. Yes.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing else, Judge.
All right, and then what I discovered when I was a defense attorney, if you just call over to the jail and ask to speak to the nurse, once you sign your release, they should be able to give him the information very quickly, but you have to do your part, okay? And counsel, if there's an issue with communicating with them, just let me know. And if you want me to see if I could help expedite things, I'll do that.
Yeah.
All right. State versus Vanessa Rubio. Can I have parties announce?
Deputy Fitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Ms. Rubio. Good afternoon, Judge.
And are you Ms. Rubio?
Yes, I am.
And then Kate was reset for defense to get medical records for final disposition.
All right, thank you. So counsel, do you have any medical documentation?
No, Judge, we were unable to do that. And last time we reached an agreement with the state. We're not going to provide the records.
All right, so you don't have the medical records?
No, Judge, but we have an agreement.
There are no medical records?
No, Judge.
All right. So she has previously pled true to violations 4 and 4. The court previously found 4 and 4 true. So now we're here for sentencing. And what the court wanted was information about her medical. And you all stated that you want to proceed with sentencing without the court having medical information. All right. So then the only question is what her sentence should be. The maximum amount of time that she can face is 2 years in the state jail facility. So does anyone wish to speak to that, or is there an agreement or no?
State would be in agreement with defense's recollection of 18 months, Your Honor.
And are you in agreement with 18 months?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is going to grant the motion, revoke you, sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no residing with minors. All right, and there's to be no contact with Nicholas Sarabia or Kyle, Kyle, Born, Borne.
A tattooed mother facing aggravated robbery charges walks into court hoping for probation. But this emotional hearing quickly turns into a deep dive into drugs, parenting, violence, and whether she can truly change her life around.
CR 8904, State of Texas versus Tanya Ortega. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense?
Humberto Sullivan.
And are you Tanya Ortega?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ortega, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonition. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated robbery? It's a first-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. State recommends deferred. There's to be restitution, if any, to Michelle, Michelle Young. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, sir.
State?
It is, Your
When
Honor.
you're outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours community service restitution, and no contact with Michelle Young. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with office attachment.
No objection.
Proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So what started this argument? What's the argument about?
So this lady was upset with me because I was assaulted by her boyfriend. He hit me with a gun from behind and called in this aggravated robbery. Said that I held a gun, took her phone and her makeup.
Okay. And I see what the witnesses are saying as well. So what is up with the tattoos, the writing over the eyes? Whose name is that?
I have 2 kids. It's my son and my daughters. I've failed as of yet to be a mom that I really want to be for my kids, and I feel somewhat this is a way I can express to them that I love them. It's silly in part, but maybe if they see something, they know that my mistakes are not towards them, and the love that I have for them is just bad choices that I've made.
All right. And how old are your children?
9 and 12. My parents have adopted them to the state of Texas so they could go to college. Have a good
Well,
stable home.
they adopted them so they could go to college, but you're right, that last part for them to have a stable home.
Yes.
Do you have
I
any
talked
plans to
them-
have any more children?
No,
Okay.
I'm done. But I've taken parenting and I've done a lot of things while in TDC, and I went to college in TDC and I got an associates in horticulture, and I'm in their lives, and I can't just go in and rearrange everything that my parents have
No.
done. I don't have that right. So I'm grateful that my mom and dad allow me to co-parent with them, and slowly but surely I will re-enter their lives and use my mistakes as an example of things I've made a pathway for them not to experience.
All right. And what is the tattoo on your chest about?
It's a cover-up. I've like I said, I've made poor choices, and it's a name that I wanted to get covered up.
Any gang affiliation with you?
No, Your Honor.
Drug use?
No, Your Honor.
So why did Child Protective Services come in?
Well, my parents adopted my kids 7 years ago, and at that time I was on a bad route.
All right. So what drugs were you using at that time?
I was smoking marijuana.
CPS does not. I did a lot of CPS cases. There was more going on than smoking marijuana. What else was going on?
No, I was just smoking marijuana, but I was in a very bad relationship with my daughter's dad, and
Mhm.
that was another factor to bring into the
And what's
Okay.
that father's name?
Eduardo Sotelo, but he's dead, and he rests in peace.
All right.
He died of a old OD on synthetic marijuana. His heart exploded 3 years ago.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. $1,500 fine. It will be probated. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact and restitution to Michelle Young. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Random regular UAs. We can do a gang evaluation. Field visits. 1 time per month until further notice, 200 hours of community service restitution, 8 years deferred adjudication, anger management, and I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Anything else, probation? All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Judge, we're just gonna ask if she chooses to continue her academic career, could that, some of those hours be used for her community service?
Yes, but I will tell you this, if you're continuing with your academic career in this court, you must be doing at least 8 hours
Okay.
per semester.
Your Honor, is there any local parenting classes that you
Sure.
could refer me to?
Yes,
There's always,
all right, I'll add parenting classes.
thank you.
And if she completes when she completes the parenting classes, we can knock off 100 hours of community service restitution.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you need from the court? CR011.
Thank you very much.
We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. In this court, probation is not easy. That's what the deputies tell me all the time.
But it's doable.
It's-
Very doable.
It's doable. So if there's an issue, discuss it with your probation officer. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come to court and we will address it here.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
411 and 2023 CR 8904, State versus Tanya Ortega. Can I have parties announced?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
And Jonathan Alvarado for the defense.
And are you Miss Tanya Ortega?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to start with the motion to revoke. To review motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision and First Amendment motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney. Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Tanya Ortega who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 8904 for the offense of aggravated robbery on December 11, 2023 for a period of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 1, on or about the 8th day of August 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Tanya S. Ortega committed the offense of theft of materials, aluminum, bronze, copper, brass, less than 20,000 in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
And state, do you waive other violations?
Yes, Your Honor, state waives the remaining violations.
Any objections to the waiver?
No objections, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the proposed agreement is to revoke revoke community supervision, enter an adjudication of guilt, sentence 5 years to do, and then run concurrent with the new theft offense.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
And defense, is this the agreement you're asking the court to follow?
Yes, Judge, we are.
Has she done anything on probation?
She has, Your Honor. She was employed working as a welder for, I believe it was not Toyota plant per se, but maybe one of their subsidiaries, Judge. I believe she had many submissions as far as drug tests. However, she did have a few missed, but she was not testing positive. She had recently gotten out of prison, and she also has some pending case in Uvalde County, Judge. She was on GPS monitor for a long time out of her probation for this court. She was making payments towards that. She was also on pretrial at Uvalde County, having to make payments towards that. She got into a position, I think, Judge, where she was financially unstable, leading to the theft charge that's before you now. Ms. Ortega has not tested positive, and I don't believe the theft was drug related, Judge, as far as like trying to make money to pay for drugs. I think it was something where she was trying to have money to pay for rent and so on. And she makes those kind of admissions in the stipulations on the theft case. So this was something, Judge, where we actually considered potentially going open to Your Honor to continue to see if you consider continuing her on probation. But given everything that was going on in her cases, being also on a parole hold, this was something we came to an agreement with the state for. We are asking you to follow it.
All right. So the underlying facts of the case that she's on deferred adjudication for are not great.
Yes, Judge.
So this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 1 true. The court is going to find you guilty, revoke. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Michelle Young, no residing with minors.
When Your Honor can, I have one more request regarding this case. So she does have parole hold out of Bell County. Respecting the court's sentence, we would ask that if the court would consider running that case concurrent with this case, and I do have the cause number on that.
All right, concurrent with?
Bell County case number FR 81006.
006?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and what the court will say is with regards to that cause number, only receive credit if there was a warrant issued in this case and if she was in custody for the Bell County matter.
Okay, Judge.
All right, next we're moving on to the 2025 CR 011411. Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're charged with the offense of theft of material of copper from Home Depot as a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed under 1244 to 41 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's a $1,000 fine. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 8904. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. States Exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No
Are
objection.
you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
As we ask to follow the plea bargain, Judge.
All right, this is what the court will do. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 41 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 8904. with a cause number in Bale County FR 81006. There's to be no contact with Home Depot and no contact with Lydia Angel Hernandez. All right, we're going to go off the record. Good luck to you. You're going to have to make better life decisions.
A probation violation over missed drug tests spirals into multiple court hearings, new theft charges, and emotional courtroom pleas as one woman desperately fights to avoid losing her freedom for good.
Are you the same Stephanie Cleed who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 8049 for the offense of theft under $2,500 in hand on September 22nd, 2022 for a period of 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
On or about, violating condition number 2, on or about the 18th day of May 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Stephanie Cleed, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. And the state will waive and abandon the other allegations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objection, Your Honor.
Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is recommending that the conditions be to deny the motion and that the conditions be altered and amended for a 6 months extension of the community supervision and a 30-day jail sanction with credit for time served. And she has been in jail the last 30 days and a BIPP course. And taking that into consideration, the state is making a motion to dismiss night mag number 719294.
719294. And what is that offense?
That's a assault family second offense.
And who is the complainant in that case?
Her name is Laura
Sabatino, Your Honor.
Nora?
Laura, Laura, and I just spoke with her, and she is aware of this situation.
Okay, and what's the last name?
Sabatino, Sabatino.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
All right. Who is Laura Sabatino to you?
She is my partner, girlfriend.
All right. And do you currently live with her?
Yes, ma'am.
And does she want her living with her?
I believe she does. Yes, Your Honor.
So I realize y'all are taking that in consideration, but part of my job is to make sure that everyone is protected. So with regards to that case, were there any injuries?
There was some redness, not serious injuries or anything.
All right. Was there alcohol or anything involved with that?
I don't believe there's immediate evidence that there was alcohol involved.
All right. Why are you doing poorly on probation? Because there are other allegations that the state could have proceeded on and they did not. So why are you doing poorly? Why are you not taking your drug testing?
Your Honor, I was taking care of my father and I had a lot of stress and I didn't have a vehicle at the time. So it was hard getting around.
Did you call probation and tell them that?
Yes, ma'am.
So you called and told them, I'm not going to do drug testing because I'm taking care of my father and there are other issues I have going on?
Well, no, ma'am, but I did keep in contact with my probation officer and let her know that I did not have a vehicle, but I did show up, on time.
Are you employed?
I do Uber and DoorDash right now.
All right. No, were you employed July 2nd, 2023?
No, ma'am.
September?
Yes, the end of September.
All right. So how much were you being paid?
Not much. I was doing just maybe 2 days a week. So
why didn't you take the VIA bus?
Excuse me?
Why didn't you take the VIA bus to probation? VIA, when I was riding VIA, I think it was $1. They may have gone up to $2.
Yes, ma'am.
That's cheaper than gas. So why didn't you go and do your UA with probation? Because when people don't do UAs in court, that tells me that there's a drug issue going on, because otherwise you would do your UAs.
Well, the ones I